Have you ever wondered what the zero function on your leak detector is good for? It is on a prominent position of your user interface. With this smart zero function, you can find leaks faster and with a higher resolution on a high background. What is a high background? A high background means that the signal that you want to measure is small compared to the signal that the leak detector displays during normal measurement already. What can be the root cause of this high background? In vacuum mode, it can be due to the fact that a specimen that you want to test has been exposed to helium before, or that you have massive outgassing inside the part that you want to test. In sniffer mode, a high background is in most cases related to the natural ambient background of helium in air, which is a concentration of 5 parts per million. But how does the zero function work? A zero function is a mathematical tool which reduces the background by a factor of 100 or 1000, depending on the model and depending on the mode that you are working in, so vacuum mode or sniffer mode. So imagine that we are on a pump down curve in vacuum mode, and then at a signal of 10 to the minus 6, we are activating the zero function. So now we are getting a reduction of the signal by a factor of 100. So observe that this is a logarithmic scale. So we are now down here at a leakage rate of 10 to the minus 8 millibar liter per second. Now, since we have a still declining signal due to the pump down, also the zero function updates, refreshes the signal every second. Imagine that we now have a signal of roughly 5 times 10 to the minus 8 millibar liter per second. This could be easily visible using the background function, and you can identify this much more easily compared to not using it. Now let's get into action. As a user, you can decide whether or not you want to use this function. It can be deactivated, for example, if you need to provide a test report where only real data without any mathematical treatment are allowed. If you decide to use the function, it can be activated in a sub-menu of the test, zero activation, and I can decide whether I want to have manual activation and deactivation by the operator, or I can, for example, use an automatic activation and deactivation, and this can be done in 2 ways. When you are activating set point, this would mean that you are activating to a certain background leakage rate. This could be useful, for example, when you are measuring parts which are showing a different outgassing behavior and you want to activate as a function of the background leakage rate. If you are in production, you are interested in reproducible cycle times. In this case, you would use the timer option in order to have reproducible, ever constant cycle times. The zero function is a mathematical aid which treats the signal. Use it wisely. There may be physical influences which are corrupting this function, such as short-term signals, short spikes of helium, for example, from a gas emanation. Still, the zero function is a powerful tool to measure small-scale signals on a high background. We are happy to assist you with any of your leak detection challenges. Mail us on technology@pfeiffervacuum.com.